Okay. This is a duly advertised meeting of the Joliet Zoning Board of Appeals. In our capacity, we hear petitions for relief from the strict provisions of our city ordinance. In matters of this type, the decision of the board is final in respect that it does not go to the mayor or the city council for further action. However, if you disagree with our decision, you have recourse in the court of record. We also hear petitions for variations of land use. In matters of this type, we act as an advisory committee to the mayor and city council, making a recommendation either for or against it. The final decision on land use is made by the mayor and the city council. Would you call the roll, please?
Ms. Darley? Mr. Ferguson?
Here.
Mr. Graham?
Here.
Ms. Nevades?
Here.
Ms. Powers?
Here.
Mr. Riggs?
Here.
Mr. Hennessy?
Okay. Were there any requests to change the agenda?
No requests, Chairman.
Okay, then we'll take petition number 2014-29. The applicant is Sarinda Kanda. Is the applicant here? Yes. Do you want to read the petition, please?
Petition number 2014-29. The applicant is Surinder Singh Kanda. The owner of the property is Manjinder Bamra Combined Oil Company. Location 324 South Larkin Avenue. And Mr. Kanda's request is for a special use permit to allow a U-Haul truck rental business with outside storage for up to 4 trucks at an existing gas service station. The petitioner is requesting the permit to allow operation of a U-Haul truck rental business with outside storage with up to 4 trucks at an existing business known as SAI Gas Mart Marathon Service Station and Food Center. Specific site information: the property consists of a 1-story, 1,600-plus square foot brick commercial structure built on a slab in 1972. The building includes the gasoline station sales area, small business office, and food center mini-mart. 2 large freestanding gas service canopies are also located at the site. The business faces southwest on an approximate 158-foot by 247-foot wide lot. Paved parking for up to 11 vehicles is located north and south of the service station building. The entire east half of the site is an undeveloped grass area. The proposed U-Haul storage space is located at the south side of the lot. The storage area will accommodate 4 trucks. The site is Zone B3, which is general business zoning, and also B1, which is neighborhood business zoning. Under surrounding zoning, land use, and character, to the north is commercial, Zone B3, and residential, which is zoned R2. To the south and west, commercial land use, Zone B3, and to the east, undeveloped, in single-family residential, Zone B1 and R2. Applicable regulations are as noted. There were no comments regarding this particular request at our Community Design Review Board. Under general discussion, the site is a long-standing gasoline service station. The petitioner gradually introduced the rental of U-Haul trucks to supplement the business over the past 1.5 years. The availability of U-Haul rental trucks provides a valuable service to patrons, according to the petitioner. Efficient operation of the U-Haul rental business necessitates a defined outdoor parking area for U-Haul trucks, and adequate space is available south of the service station. In addition to U-Haul parking, 7 off-street customer parking spaces are available on site. The maximum of 4 U-Haul rental trucks will be kept at the site at any given time. If the zoning board desires to recommend approval of the special use permit, the following conditions will be included: that the number of U-Haul trucks and trailers kept in the outside storage area shall not exceed 4 at any time. That the outside storage area be limited to U-Haul rental trucks exclusively. We've also added the 180-day condition requiring a certificate of occupancy or building permit being issued within 180 days of the effective date of approval. And finally, should the property be declared a public nuisance, it shall be subject to a rehearing and possible revocation of the special use permit. And that concludes the staff report, Chairman.
Okay. I have to swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear your statements to be true?
Yes, I
Could
do.
you state your name and address for the record, please?
Sarinder Kanda, 324 South Larkin Avenue in Joliet.
Okay. Could you make sure to speak in the microphone, too, so
Okay.
because it's being recorded? Do you have any comments regarding the statement that was read?
About U-Hauls,
About whatever, Mr. Jackson, nothing, everything?
everything's good.
Okay, is
We
there-
usually have 3 trucks, not 4, so just want to, yeah.
Okay. Okay, you can put your hand down.
Okay.
Is there anybody here who wishes to speak in favor of this petition? In favor? Okay. I have to swear you in, too, sir. Do you swear your statements to be true?
Yes, I do.
State your name and address for the record, please. You can put your hand down.
Paul Falaska, 218 Margaret Street.
Okay.
I live 3 blocks directly east of the business.
East,
there.
okay.
And I just want to comment on the fact that those U-Hauls, you know, they're very convenient for everybody because there's no U-Haul businesses around that area. You know, like I think you have to go way out Jefferson Street. There used to be one in the gas station north of there, but they don't no longer have them. So
Okay.
I just wanted to speak to the, you know, to
Okay.
the convenience of that.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank you. Anybody else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Come on up. Do you swear your statements to be true?
Yes, I do.
Could you state your name and address, please?
My name is Tanya Emmert. I live at 14 Cesar Avenue. I am also an employee of SAI Gas Mart. I feel it's a very beneficial thing. Us ourselves have done a lot of moving recently, so we have also used the U-Haul, and you have to go all the way up on Jefferson to, in the old Dominick's, to get a U-Haul now. And to me, it's more convenient to be able to go to this gas station than it is to go all the way up there. And that's also a storage unit. To me, I don't want to deal with the storage unit. If I'm going to move, I'm just going to go to the U-Haul store, be done, and not have to worry about anything else. Up there, they have all kinds of questions, and you got to go through like all kinds of hoopla to get it through there, which you don't have to go through at our store. So,
Great. Thank you. Anybody else wishing to speak in favor of this petition? In favor? Yes. Okay, come on up. State your, I'm sorry, do you swear your statements to be true?
Yes.
State your name and address for the record, please.
Bernard Sanders. Bernard Sanders.
And your address, please?
313 Stryker Avenue.
Thank you. Okay, your comments?
Well, I just like to say that it's a good thing, you know, we got a U-Haul on the corner down there because, as far as I know, I used to live toward Crest Hill, and the only one I knew there was Stryker. I mean, off of Stryker, and then there's one on Esseton, and every time you go there, there's no U-Haul, you know. It's one gone, or you go in the morning, and you gotta go 4 days, and the only place I know, like my nieces, my nephews, all them, I got a pickup truck, but they need U-Haul, you know, they're moving every month. So, you know, they got somewhere at least to go to get one. You know, as far as I know, I'm familiar with Joliet, around Joliet. I mean, I know Bolingbrook got one, and I don't think there's one on the east side, you know.
Okay.
Don't even have, you know, you don't even have trailers no more. I got a pickup truck, you can rent a trailer, but you can just use a U-Haul to pull it.
Thank you.
It's very useful for the corner.
Okay, thank you.
Because I know a lot of people around there too that use it all the time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else wishing to speak in favor? Do you have, is it the same thing? Is it convenience? I mean, is that really what you're going to speak to, or do you have any different comments, or?
A little bit.
Okay, all right, come on, sure. You're, do you swear your statements to be true?
Yes.
Would you state your name and address, please?
Jesse Hinton. I live at 102 Luana Road in Preston Heights,
Okay,
Joliet. Yeah, everything everybody else said, I agree with that. And I just had the experience of a friend of mine wanted to rent a U-Haul, and she didn't even know where to go. And then I took her into this filling station to get one. She couldn't even find one. And where I live at, out that far, I don't even know where a U-Haul at, nowhere but that one. So, and I think it's very convenient. He's a very nice gentleman, that runs the station, and
Well,
I
thank
think it's
you.
a good thing, you know. And I
Okay.
agree with everything everybody else said when they came up.
Thank you for your comments.
You're welcome.
All right, anybody else? Is there anyone opposed to this petition? No? Okay, well then we'll close it and ask for discussion and a vote.
I'll move for approval.
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Could you call the roll, please?
Mr. Ferguson,
Aye.
Mr. Graham,
Aye.
Ms. Nevadis,
Aye.
Mr. Riggs,
Aye.
Ms. Powers.
Aye. Okay, motion carried. We have petition 2014-31, Jack Donahue? Is that correct? Companies? Doheny, I'm sorry. So you're here. All right, could you read the petition, please?
Petition number 2014-31. The applicant is Jack Doheny Companies Incorporated. The owner is Joliet Building LLC, location 1602 Workers Court. His request is for a special use permit. The petitioner is requesting approval of a special use permit in order to allow truck repair, sales, and leasing within an existing building. The subject site was annexed and zoned I-1, which is light industrial, in 2005 for the Spencer Road Industrial Park, which was subdivided in 2007. The existing 14,500 square foot building was constructed for Dawn Companies in 2008 on lots 1 and 2, which comprises 2 acres. Surrounding zoning, land use, and character: to the north is residential, unincorporated Will County. To the south is undeveloped city of Joliet within our corporate boundaries zoned I-1. To the east, residential, zoned I-1. To the west, undeveloped, zoned I-1. Applicable regulations are as noted. There were no comments regarding this particular request at our Community Design Review Board meeting. Under general discussion, the petitioner is requesting a special use permit in order to allow truck repair, sales, and leasing. The company specializes in sewer cleaning truck equipment, street sweepers, and vacuum trucks, and there are 11 existing service facilities within the U.S. that repair all makes and models. They also specialize in renting sewer cleaning equipment, industrial vacuum loading, air handling equipment, and other municipal and contracting equipment for short, medium, and long-term rentals nationwide. Maintenance and repair work will be conducted entirely within the building, and the site has previously been fenced, screened, and landscaped in accordance to the I-1 zoning standards. If the zoning board desires to approve the special use permit, the following conditions would be included. The 180-day condition requiring a certificate of occupancy or building permit being issued within 180 days of the effective date of approval. And finally, should the property be declared a public nuisance, it shall be subject to a rehearing and possible revocation of the special use permit. And that concludes the staff report, Chairman.
Okay, thank you. Could you step up, please? I have to swear you in. Do you swear your statements to be true?
I do.
Would you state your name and address, please, for the record?
Sam Smalley, 777 Doheny Court, Northville, Michigan.
Okay. Do you have any comments to add?
Only that we are in the facility now. We are using that facility as the extension of manufacture. We get much of our equipment from Streeter, Illinois. We finish some of the production work and then ship the trucks off to one of our 14 branches in the U.S. and Canada. So we've put a lot of work into the facility already. It looks significantly different from what you see there. We've cleaned up the landscaping, reestablished all the fencing. The property was bank-owned and was not being cared for, so I think that we've done a nice job in restoring that facility to a thriving enterprise. Many of our facilities, in fact, 5 of them, including 3 of our largest branches, are in close proximity to residential areas, And we pride ourselves on partnering with our communities and the businesses that we help support through the providing of our products. So I think that we will be good neighbors and members of the community. These are very large and expensive trucks, so it's not like they're coming and going every day. A short-term rental in our definition is weeks at a time. So there may be days on end where a truck will not come and go. So.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Is there anyone here wishing to speak in favor of this petition? Is there anybody opposed? Step forward, please. Do you raise your right hand so I can swear you in? Do you swear your statements to be true?
I do.
Do you state your name and address for the record, please?
I'm Frank Sepon, 1425 Spencer Road. I live across the street from the so-called building. This building and the nature of proposed business doesn't match the surrounding. We have nursery that's next to it. We have residential area across the street. That's on Spencer Road. And the proposed change in the use of this building, which does not fit the area. One of the reasons is the workers' court is a dead end. And it intersection with Spencer Road is within approximately 150 feet of Briggs intersection and Spencer Road. The nature of that intersection is such that I propose that this be set back until the Will County does whatever their plan is for that intersection. They've been taking measurements, they've been taking soil samples in that intersection area. One of the reasons that I see, even though I have no official notification, is the fact that we have traffic jams in the morning when people are going to work. We have Commonwealth Edison, we have Girl Scouts buildings, we have church, and right down the road. And in the afternoon, the whole thing repeats again. The traffic jam starts at Spencer Road and continues all the way up to Mills Road. So this proposal is bring more traffic, and he said, some of these trucks are relatively big. How in the heck is it going to exit onto Spencer Road? Because the Spencer Road is a country road. Plain and simple. And it's within 150 feet. If he pulls out in the Spencer Road, he's got no place to turn if there's a car waiting to cross the Briggs intersection.
The way you get into this property is on Workers' Court, is that correct? Is that?
That's the only entrance. As you can see, all the property on the west side of that street is undeveloped. What's going to happen if that gets approved for some business? We'll have more traffic coming onto Spencer Road, and Spencer Road handles all the residential area. The Joliet Country Club business also comes down to hit the Briggs Street.
Sir, would you like to address any of his concerns? Have you met with the neighbors? Has there been some meeting with the neighbors?
Yes, in response to your first question, I would like to.
Okay, but there has been no meeting with the neighbors, is that what you're saying?
No, we have not met with the neighbors of the community.
Okay.
We did post the sign as instructed.
Mr. Doheny, could you
Come up to the.
approach the podium?
I'm sorry, would you come up? Mr. Sepan, could you let, is it Smalley? Mr.
What
Se-
I see that there is a big need to have another exit onto Brick Street directly, not coming back to Spencer Road, turn 150 feet, and then wait for the traffic on Spencer and Briggs.
Okay,
It's not going to improve.
okay. Mr. Smalley?
Excuse me, Mayor. We have been in operation in this facility for well over a month, as I said, as the extension of manufacture from the facility in Streator, Illinois. Prior to purchasing this property, we reached out to the planning department here at Joliet and explained what we do, which is segmented. We do the final preparation of a new vehicle before we deploy it to the US or Canada to one of our branches. But then retail service of other people's trucks, rentals of these trucks to contractors and municipalities, and also parts for this equipment. Those are the other segments of our business. So we have been there for well over a month. Our trucks are not longer than a school bus. They are able to navigate those corners. We are able to easily navigate those corners. While we are all concerned about traffic, and the impacts that that brings. It is an industrial park that has previously been approved for light industrial business. And the facility that we moved into was designed specifically for the repair and maintenance of Dawn Contracting's equipment, which is large construction equipment, very similar in nature to ours.
Thank you. Have there been traffic studies done on this? I mean, how much traffic is being added to this intersection? Mr. Sepan, have you noticed a difference in the last month?
Yes.
You have?
I don't know why he moved in without prior approval from this council.
Well, he's here to get the approval today.
Well,
His company is.
it's almost like, to me, it's already done deal.
Well, as I stated, we checked with the planning.
Microphone.
We checked with the planning department before we spent a lot of money on purchasing this. So we verified within the existing ordinance that what we're doing today is currently compliant. And by the way, we have 5 employees that are there. There are some tradesmen, electricians, and plumbers coming because the building was suffering from lack of heat. All of the plumbing had started to burst, and there was leaks in the roof. So we have had tradesmen coming in and out, but those are several trips a day. So there are 5 employees there today. If the facility were to become a thriving branch or reaching its potential, the number of employees could increase to possibly 7 or 8. So I don't think that adds statistically much to the average daily trip count.
I hear that the largest truck that's going to be using this facility is the size of a school bus. I seen size equal to school bus as in semis. They block both lanes of Spencer Road trying to enter or exit onto Workers' Court.
Mr. Sepan, you're directly east of this property, is that where you're at?
Directly across. Directly across.
All right.
It, to me, the only thing that is going to help this area is another exit onto Briggs from this area where so-called business exists.
Okay.
And I was told in the original meeting that, oh, it's too expensive to put another road in. Well, it ain't gonna help, because in order for Spencer Road to accommodate school buses that size, they would have to donate half of their landscaping area and widen the road. Then the fact that the Briggs and Spencer Road is within 150 feet. What happens if 2 cars are waiting for to cross the Briggs.
Okay,
You got a problem.
sure.
And the number of accidents at that intersection, you can go and find the records. There were serious accidents to the point where at least 4 people died because the way the road, the Briggs is made, it's highest point, then it dips down on the north side, and it dips down on the south side.
Okay,
And he's proposing more traffic. Well, I want to be nice. And this is the sign that they have posted on their property. I took a picture, and it says, ability to service vacuum trucks owned by others and lease trucks owned by JDC. Both requests result in a very low traffic and noise impact. All service work will be performed inside the existing. Now, is this the number that I can call and complain?
I don't know.
What hours are they going to be working on?
Well, we'll ask that now. Thank you, Mr. Sepan, thank you. What are your hours going to be?
Our normal working hours are our normal working hours are usually 7:30 to 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you, Mr. Sepan. And anybody else wishing to speak in opposition? Do you have anything different to say from what Mr. Sepan said? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Come on up to the... I have to swear you in. Do you swear that your statements will be true?
Yes, right.
Speak into the microphone, please.
Yes.
Could you state your name and address, please?
Janet M. Downing, D-O-W-N-I-N-G.
And your address?
I live at 822 New Lenox Road, but I am heir to the property. My mom's property was the pie shape that you see there. It's at 1512 Spencer Road. And I would like to explain before I get started. I scratched my glasses, by the way, but anyway, it's right here. But anyway, I would like to explain the history of that area.
It's zoned industrial right now, so I mean...
Yes, it is, but I would like to tell you what it was before.
But
I think that is important because when they got killed, it was on my mom's property. We got all the bodies that came over there. The last one was a semi-truck. I'll begin. That area, my mom moved out there May of '63, and I'm on New Lenox Road, and I've lived there almost 50 years. She had 49 years at that spot. Briggs wasn't even in when she moved there. It was all farmland and whatever. And people were older, but my mom was 99 and a half, and she passed away 2 years ago. And she was still sharp and everything, and she manicured her lawn and everything.
But we're talking about this parcel right now.
I'm talking about the parcel, but I'm talking about the problem that the parcel could become. Because first of all, it is where you have trucks. We have schools, we have churches. I'm talking about getting in and out. Now you have the racetrack traffic, you have Lincoln Way, it is on Dogger, it comes right past the house, Spencer Road. Then you have Union School, that's the one, he was on his way to school, and he had a heart attack or something, they say, and he ended underneath a semi-truck. I saw all this. I am 75. I'm not new to that area. My mom was 99 and a half, I told you, and she's been there. We know everything that happened at that corner. She said, Jan, come out. There's another accident, and it's been horrible. Even a deputy or whatever, the deputies do. I know where the records are. You can check with the sheriff. But the thing is, you have all the school traffic coming down the road, and then you have the church, and the church struggled. They came a long way to build that, and I don't think they enjoy, traffic in all the area. But maybe that's with progress, I'm sure. But I feel that when you have trucks, we have enough trucks right now. There's trucks, and those were involved in some of the accidents because, as he said, they're my mom's neighbors, and there was an accident there, but I know why a lot of accidents are caused. Because when you go to my mom's corner, that right on the corner, she's on the southeast corner, when you go to that corner, you look right and you look left. But if you don't look again, there's a dip in the road down by ComEd's office, and that's where they're at top speed, and the cars, like he said, you try to cross Spencer Road to going towards the industrial park, and that's where a lot of them get hit. And a lady, a pizza man, a little boy, I'll tell you who it was. It was the Palmer House's brother, and he was with his...
I
know it's a long
understand. I
story.
understand all that.
I understand. We have a long story, but we've put up with it a long time. And I feel that if you have trucks, and I came in a little bit later, but I did some calling also to planning because I knew Sheldon Latz on the highway, and I talked to Brian Sakiki, whatever it is. He's with the planning also. And I also learned that they're going to have the trucks. But then I heard something come out of a mouth that it said also sewer, and I would like for him to clarify. I don't know the gentleman here, but I would like for him to clarify, a truck is a truck. And school buses, I'm on a school
Thank
bus
you.
corner, and it is a long bus. But the only thing that I have to say, when they okay, and all of you okay this, I wish you would consider, if it was your area, would you like this? Like Lillian right here, right across the street.
I
It was
understand.
nice and quiet country. That's why people move out for peace. My mom worked hard for her land, and now you have all this. And no matter what, you have little houses, you have big houses, Strapazon, whatever. These were people that retired and worked hard and have this. But I think that if they're going to do something like that, like mentioned before, why can't they come on? We're coming to a meeting now, but it's a done deal. Because Lillian has seen that the trucks coming in, the road is built. They've sold
Thank
it,
you.
and they attempt to change. They're not going to give that up. I mean, I know you just want to
Okay,
have something
thank you,
from
ma'am.
us.
Thank you for your comments. I appreciate it.
Well, I thank you too, but I just
Thank you.
want to say that I pray that nobody else gets killed on that corner because I'm a witness, and there are no others because we are the oldest ones in that area. So I hope that when you consider some of these things, and they talk about clean air in the country, this isn't clean air. I think that's why my mom lived so long, 99 and a half, because she was out there. So
All right. Thank you very much.
it's trying to come to whatever decision, 2 people, 3 people here, or whatever, cannot do all of it. But I hope you consider it's not in your neighborhood, and if you lived across the street, you wouldn't like it either. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, anybody else? I'm sorry, we can't hear you.
I would like to, I wasn't here maybe when they had said it, but I would like to know definitely what type of trucks the gentleman,
Mr. Smalley, one more time.
and I do know a school bus is long.
Okay. Mr. Smalley.
You have sewer trucks?
The equipment that we used is, some of the trucks that we use are used for cleaning and maintenance of sewers. What they do is they put high-pressure water into the sewer main to bring the debris that gathers, and then they suck it into a debris tank. That truck is then taken to a wastewater treatment plant or other suitable disposal facility. We do not accept trucks at our facility that have debris in them. If a truck shows up, we'll send it away.
Thank you.
As we're talking about safety at the intersection, to further the amount of safety, like I said, we did a lot of work at our property. On the pie shape where the house is, some of the weeds are 3 to 4 feet tall, and I think that they are impacting the line of sight. If you are headed east on Spencer, looking to the south, we have done a lot of work on our end to clean up our area. We would be happy to participate in cleaning the rest of that area to improve that line of sight. But like I said, we do not bring that many trucks here. There will be days on end where there will be no trucks. There are 5 employees that come there every day. So I don't think that statistically they are adding to the average daily trip count.
Okay.
I
Thank
think
you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to close this discussion. We're going to ask the board for discussion and a vote, unless somebody has any questions for any of our guests. No? Okay, no questions? A motion is in order.
I move for approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for approval. Will you call the roll, please?
Mr. Ferguson.
Aye.
Mr. Graham.
Aye.
Ms. Nevadas.
Aye.
Mr. Riggs.
Aye.
Ms. Powers.
Aye. Thank you. Okay. William and Sharon Grosskloss, are you here? Would you read the last petition, please?
Petition number 2014-32. The applicant is William and Sharon Grosskloss. They are also the owners. Location 514 Mooney Drive. Their request is for a variation of a required rear yard setback from 25 feet to 16 feet to allow a 24-foot by 26-foot garage addition. The applicant wishes to add additional garage space at a single-family residence located at 514 Mooney Drive. A variation is required to allow construction of the garage addition, which infringes on the required 25-foot rear yard at the site. The purpose of the garage addition is to increase total garage space from 2-car capacity to 4-car capacity. The lot comprises 10,320 square feet and is located in an established West Side neighborhood known as Northfield Subdivision. The property is improved with a 1-story, 1,520 square foot frame residence with an attached 2-car garage, which was built in 1996. Access to the existing and proposed garage is via Douglas Street. Surrounding zoning, land use, and character, the land use to the north, south, east, and west is single-family residential, all zoned R2 single-family residential. Applicable regulations are as noted. There were no comments regarding this particular request at our design review board meeting. Under general discussion, the proposed 24-foot by 26-foot garage addition will generally conform to the current style of the petitioner's residence. The existing rear yard will be reduced from the current setback of 40 feet to 16 feet. The driveway serving the new garage addition will be paved as part of the project. And that concludes the staff report, Chairman.
Okay, would you step forward, please? Are you both going to speak or just one?
I'll speak. I'll speak.
Do you swear your statements to be true?
I do.
State your name and address.
William F. Grosscloss, 514 Mooney Drive.
Okay, do you have anything to add to what Mr. Jackson just read?
No, basically, it's going to be attached to the other garage, so it looks like one total unit. What happened probably about a couple months ago, one of the people coming down the street, because there's quite a few cars parked on both sides, so it looks like a great big parking lot. And somebody hit my son's car that was parked on a side street and almost hit my truck. And with the extra garage, it gives us a little more space to put our stuff in, because I have a boat, and when you're talking lawnmowers and stuff like that, so the garage is a little smaller. All this does is get some of the space, taken care of, and gets some of the cars off the street for snow removal, street sweeping, and it looks more cleaner.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I have to swear you in then. Do you swear your statements to be true?
I do.
And could you state your name and address?
Sharon Grossglass, 514 Mooney Drive in Joliet.
And what did you have to add?
I would just like to say that the added garage shouldn't cause anybody any harm at all, because it's just a garage. And I would like to say that across the yard, the neighbor that's there on Northfield, he has a detached garage, and it's not like the added garage would be near like a bedroom or something of the neighbor. It's just a detached garage.
Thank you. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions for either of the Grossclasses? No? Okay. Anyone? Nobody's here to speak in favor, or nobody's here to speak opposed. So I'll ask the board for discussion on a vote, please. Or a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. Could you call the roll, please?
Ms. Nevadas?
Aye.
Mr. Riggs?
Aye.
Mr. Ferguson?
Aye.
Mr. Graham?
Aye.
Ms. Powers?
Aye. Thank you. Okay. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting?
So moved.
Okay. Can you say approve by saying aye?
Aye.
Okay, I make a motion to adjourn, approved by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We are adjourned.
Thank you, Denise.
I made the motion.
Good job.